You know that thing you've been putting off for weeks? Yeah, that one. Writing your essay, paying that bill, cleaning the closet that's basically a graveyard of clothes you might wear someday. Guess what? You're probably procrastinating right now by watching a video about procrastination. But hey, at least this is the most productive procrastination you've ever done. And don't worry, I'm not here to give you the typical productivity lecture. No 5 a.m. alarms, no $50 planners with stickers, and definitely no guy screaming rise and grind into your face. This is the lazy person's guide to beating procrastination. Because if we're going to do it, it better be easy. Otherwise, we'll just, you know, put it off. Let's get this straight. Procrastination is not laziness. It's actually a pretty clever survival trick gone rogue. See, your brain is running two characters at the same time. On one side, we have instant gratification goblin. This little guy wants snacks, memes, naps, and TikTok dances. On the other side, we've got responsible future you. Future you wants that degree, that promotion, or at least to stop feeling like a failure every Sunday night. Problem is, the goblin is louder. He's like a toddler in a candy aisle. He doesn't care about long-term goals. He cares about Oreos right now. And every time you put something off, that goblin is throwing a victory party. But here's the twist. Procrastination isn't about doing nothing. It's about doing something easy instead of something important. You've scrubbed your sink spotless instead of doing taxes, haven't you? Yeah, that's procrastination's sneaky trick. The good news? If procrastination is basically a game of brain hack tug of war, then all we need are smarter hacks. The 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, just do it. Send that text, wash that plate, open that document. The beauty here is that once you start, momentum sneaks in. Writing an essay feels impossible, but writing the first sentence? Totally doable. Suddenly, you're halfway through a paragraph wondering, wait, did I just start working? Yes. Yes, you did. Procrastinate productively. Here's a fun one. If you're going to avoid one task, at least get another done. Don't want to start your essay? Fine, clean your desk. Don't want to clean your desk? Fold laundry. Still avoiding? Organize your apps by color. It's still procrastination, but at least you're climbing the ladder sideways instead of digging a hole. Make it stupidly easy. We procrastinate because the mountain looks huge. Solution? Shrink it until it looks like a speed bump. Instead of write a 2,000-word paper, your task is just open Google Docs. Instead of go to the gym, your task is put on gym shoes. That's it. Once you're standing in sneakers, your brain says, well, we're already here. And suddenly you're lifting weights. Trick your brain like it's a lazy roommate. Time travel your brain. Here's the truth. Procrastination punishes future you. Imagine future you, hunched at 2 a.m., surviving on caffeine fumes, whispering, why didn't past me just start earlier? Now picture future. You cheering because past you did the thing. Frame every action as a rescue mission for future you. Be the hero your future self deserves. Reward like a Pavlovian puppy. Your brain loves dopamine, so bribe it. Finish one task? Boom, 5 minutes of TikTok. Done with a chapter? Snack break. It's not childish, it's neuroscience. If progress feels good, you'll want to keep going. Productivity should feel like leveling up in a game, not serving a prison sentence. The 10-minute bargain, tell yourself you only need to work for 10 minutes. Just 10. Set a timer. Worst case, you quit after 10 and still made progress. Best case, you tricked yourself into working way longer because starting was the hardest part. This is like telling your brain, we're just going for a short walk, and then, surprise, it's a full-on marathon. Public embarrassment insurance. Announce your goal out loud, to a friend, to Twitter, to your mom. Humans hate looking bad in front of others. Suddenly, it's not just your project, it's your reputation. And yes, your mom will remind you if you slack off. Moms never forget. Here's the thing. Procrastination will never disappear completely. We're human. We're built to seek comfort. But the goal isn't to become a productivity robot. It's to build a runway that makes starting easier. Think of procrastination like quicksand. If you thrash around, you sink. But if you use small, slow moves, you escape. Same with tasks. Don't try to conquer the whole mountain at once. Just take the first tiny step, and suddenly, momentum carries you. And let's be real, sometimes procrastination teaches us things. That essay you wrote at 3 a.m., probably some of your finest work, wasn't it? But relying on chaos mode is like living with a smoke alarm as your daily alarm clock. Funny, but unsustainable. So the next time you catch yourself deep in the YouTube rabbit hole instead of working, just remember you don't need to beat procrastination forever. You just need to outsmart it for the next 5 minutes. That's it. That's the trick. And hey, congrats. You technically just procrastinated by watching this whole video, but at least it was productive procrastination. So let's call it even. You give me one subscribe, and I'll let you count this video as personal development. Deal?